What's up and welcome back to another video. I'm Bandit Barney, bringing you everything you need to know about Red Dead Online, and you should subscribe to the channel. Okay, a little aggressive. If you end up liking the video by the end of it, hit that subscribe button. Would appreciate it. Earlier today, we did a video because Rockstar, well, because we do daily Red Dead Online content, but Rockstar released an update, and they added Gun Rush, and they also let us know of some things that they're working on, kind of some community feedback stuff. And so we did the video earlier today, and that was just an overview of the update. Well, now I want to dive in a little bit and be a little bit more critical, and let's get some of the thoughts from you guys as subscribers. We got some comments from you guys on the previous video. I also took some things from Twitter where Rockstar did their tweet and some responses they got. So I want to go over that, and then at the end I'm going to give you guys my opinion on this update. I think this is something that we're continually doing as Rockstar is building up this great world. I want to start off by saying, before, when I've been critical of Rockstar in this 3-week gap where we didn't really hear of them on anything Red Dead Online, I said, you know what's the most frustrating is that Rockstar is just not communicating to us what they're working on. And I said, I think that that's something that in today's age with social media the way it is, as a developer, especially a AAA developer, you need to be at some way transparent with your player base. At least, you know, tell them how things are going, and I mean, tell them that you're working on the things they want. Tell them the things they want to hear, right? And I'm not promoting lying from developers, but communicate with your player base. And that's something Rockstar wasn't doing for a solid 3 weeks. Everything that they were putting out was GTA additions and variants of clothing and cars. So I was kind of harsh on them, and they came through. In this update, they have a lot of things that are geared towards the feedback we've been giving them. Three of the main points they're talking about on things that are coming soon, they're doing law and bounty upgrades, parlay changes, and proximity-based player blimps. I think these are great things, and it's awesome to hear that Rockstar is listening to us. But I still want to be critical of this update. It's in some areas, okay? I'm really glad that Rockstar is being open with us and letting us know, giving us an update. Hey, we hear you guys are unhappy with the way griefing works in the game. We're actively doing things to fix that and help with that and finding a nice balance there. So I think that's awesome, especially with the game being in beta. Talk to us. Talk to us as much as you can, Rockstar. Let's dive into some tweets though that we picked out related to the update this morning. Okay, this one from Michael J. Ranieri. A few more months in beta? That's ridiculous. This is all you're releasing to keep us quiet in a new game mode? What about the griefers? What about disconnect issues? You're going to lose players. It's becoming boring. I'm surprised. I guess GTA 5 is your real concern. I'm gonna just digest this real quick, and we'll quick fire through a lot of these things, and then we're going to the big opinion at the end. A few more months in beta, I don't mind. I don't mind the game being in beta. There's games that I love, and I know not all of you share this sentiment, but I love Fortnite. That game's been in beta since it's been released. So I don't mind a game being in beta, and I think the traditional sense of beta is kind of losing its hold, and now games can release in beta and still be good quality games. The world of Red Dead Online is detail-oriented, super immersive. I think that releasing this new Gun Rush game mode, we'll dive into that in a little bit more. Disconnect issues. This is something that Rockstar didn't touch on at all in the update. They didn't mention at all anything about disconnect issues. This is something that we're still, I think everyone's dealing with. I got disconnected yesterday when I was filming footage for a video, and if you play longer than 30 minutes at a time to an hour and you're traveling around the map, chances are you're gonna get disconnected. Or if you spend any amount of time AFK and then you come back, you have a higher chance of getting disconnected then. I know some people are even worse, where they're people talking about how they haven't been able to even play the game without 5 minutes before getting disconnected. Now, I don't think that's the average, but their disconnect issues are still going on, and this is something that Rockstar didn't touch on in their update. Nifty, level 7 crook. Nifty says, still no poker, and it's upset SpongeBob. Displeased SpongeBob. So I thought this was a little funny one. I don't think the poker is gonna make it to the game because of the way microtransactions are already there and everything. I think poker just allows players to like, let's say someone created a third-party website and they'll sell money and then they just fold poker hands and you can end up earning all the money that you bought with real life dollars. That's why I don't think poker will end up making it into the game. But if Rockstar figures out a way to do it, man, I would love to have poker. It would be a really fun thing. I know it could be extremely time consuming, which sometimes as a gamer, you want that, just like that activity that you can continually do. So I'm hoping poker gets in the game at some point. If they can figure out a way to do it without having the third party play in it all and keeping it totally legit, I would love to have poker. Otelia, geez, y'all compare Red Dead Online's content with GTA Online's content, even though GTA had years to release that stuff. Don't any of you remember when GTA Online was released? And I have to say, I want to give Rockstar respect for this, because there's been a lot, and me included. I'm no saint, right? I've been frustrated with the lack of content in Red Dead Online. And especially as a content creator, the more content there is, the easier it is for me to create good content. And some of you guys hit on me for sometimes putting out things that aren't the greatest. I always give good effort to make it good, but more content. And I was hoping, or sometimes I'm just wishing that there would be more Red Dead Online content. But this comment is completely right. This tweet is right on the dot. Red Dead Online released just like a month after the game released. And GTA Online didn't release till I think even a year after the initial release of the game. So they had way longer to work on GTA Online. And when GTA Online released, it was terrible. The disconnects were, you couldn't even play for the first couple weeks. So we haven't run into those issues right now with Red Dead Online. We do have some disconnect issues, but some of us, sometimes I just need to sit back and say, hey, you know what? I got to give them a break. I got to give Rockstar a break. They're releasing the online. There's more gamers than there have ever been in the world today. Gaming has become bigger and bigger. So also Red Dead 2 just destroyed sales during the holiday season. There's going to be tons of people playing, and them keeping the servers up and alive for the most part. Obviously the disconnects are still there. It is a feat. It's a feat. And you know, there's a line we got to walk here with being unhappy and being happy. I think that the cherry at the end of the road, I don't even think that's a saying, but somewhere down the road, there's a cherry. And I think that Rockstar is going to kill it with Red Dead 2. It may take a year, it may take two, but there will be a point where Red Dead 2 Online is just an amazing, immersive game that has gone in directions you could only imagine. We've done videos talking about this, and we did a comments video yesterday where we talked about, or we pulled some of your guys' comments, and you guys have phenomenal ideas about what should be going on in Red Dead, or what could be going on. So there's endless opportunity in that regard. With those 3 tweets though, let's jump into some of the comments that we've received from you guys related to the update video we pulled from today's earlier video. This one from AJ, small, but I will take whatever they got. This is kind of how I felt. When I saw the update, I got notifications from Rockstar on my phone for Twitter. When I saw that they tweeted and gave the update, super, super excited. Then diving into it, I was a little bit like, really? 3 weeks? You guys didn't say anything in a game mode? That's what you're adding? Like, that's it? Like, I was kind of expecting more, but I'll take it. I'll take it. It's more than nothing. And one of my biggest, peeve is not the right word, but one of the biggest harps I had on them was just not communicating about where they're going with the game, and Rockstar did this in that update, so they satisfied me there. This comment from SubZero, griefing is the only fun thing about the game. Lol. Now we're being discouraged to shoot others in a cowboy game? SubZero, I want to just give you a little smack, bro, because you sound like the guy that's just griefing. Jump on Red Dead Online to grief people. This comment sounds like you're the dude that actively looks for people who have built up like pelts on their horse or whatever, and then just camps the butcher and whatnot. So SubZero, look, man, I don't think griefers should be banned. I think you should still be able to play Red Dead Online, but come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Why are you going out there just infuriating people? Griefing every once in a while? Okay, I do it every once in a while. The only fun thing in the game? I don't know, man. Maybe you gotta recheck your priorities. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's all I'm saying. And you can hate on me whatever you want, man, but I'm just, maybe going out there and causing pain and misery in other people's lives isn't the right way to go. Because griefing causes pain and misery. Sounds so bad, right? It just sounds like this guy is in control of how people feel, and he's deciding to make them feel bad. cut the griefing, at least minimize it. Now we're gonna get into two comments that are kind of taking me in the direction of my critical thoughts of this update. And the first one is gonna be, PvP is overrated. Give us some good missions in free roam. I want to kind of touch on this in that I don't necessarily know if PvP is overrated, but the game itself, Red Dead Redemption 2, it's just like, the foundation isn't the foundation of a PvP game. It's the foundation of an open world adventure, you know, an open world experience. And the world is so immersive, you kind of take away from that massive immersive world when you promote PvP. And I was kind of dumbfounded that Gun Rush was the new mode we got. I don't know, I didn't think Rockstar was going to go in this direction. And something that may be going on, or that I kind of jumped to a conclusion thinking, is that battle royales are kind of the game of today. The gaming bubble is battle royale right now. That all the big massive games, battle royale. You got the new COD has a battle royale. Fortnite obviously been around, is the biggest game in the world at the moment. Battle royale. Every game right now is trying to figure out a way to incorporate battle royale. You have a bunch of indie companies that are making battle royale games. Some of them crap and some of them kind of good, you know, but that's the focus of like the gaming industry, not as a whole, but the bubble right now is battle royale. And it kind of feels like Rockstar just put this gun rush mode in so that they could have a battle royale, but the game doesn't really fit with this style of, I don't think Red Dead Redemption 2 should be going in this direction. One comment that I really enjoyed was this longer one by Colonel Korn. And to kind of break this down from you, Colonel Korn just explains here how the shooting mechanics are just broken. Like the shooting mechanics are not smooth. But yet Rockstar is promoting all of these PvP game modes. And I'm not saying that PvP game modes shouldn't be in the game. I'm not saying that by any means. There's definitely players out there who thoroughly enjoy the PvP, and there's been times where I've gone in and enjoyed it. But most of the time I go in to play Red Dead Online, I go in the open world and adventure around. I'm not going in to go to a showdown series or to do, you know, one of those matchmaking games. This game is best spent traveling around, adventuring on my horse, you know, like the world is so immersive. I was kind of expecting Rockstar to go in that direction of just adding to this immersive world, but it just feels like they threw in a battle royale game mode just so that they could have it, you know, just because everyone else is doing it, it's the trend. Let's throw it in our game too. That's how it kind of felt to me. The shooting mechanics for Red Dead Redemption 2 aren't built for smooth PvP. Every time you aim down sight, you end up having to cock your gun if it's a bolt action, right? Like so, and it's weird because your bolt on your gun doesn't cock after you take a shot. It cocks before you take a shot, which this comment from Colonel Korn, hey man, I appreciate this comment. He even linked a minute-long video just explaining exactly what he was talking about. Colonel, thank you for the brilliant comment, man. I love getting feedback like this. Really appreciate it. And it's so true. The mechanics of Red Dead Redemption 2 in PvP are sluggish, slow, and they just feel like it feels like you're working through slop trying to execute what you want to do. It's not a game that has a foundation built for PvP. The game is built on the animations that you get, and you're skinning a deer and you're cutting off the pelt, and it's built around that immersion. And I think just jumping in the PvP side of things and throwing in a battle royale mode just because everyone else is doing it, I don't think that's the right decision, you know? And who am I? I'm not the guy that has all the data that Rockstar has. They might be looking at their data and looking at, hey, the majority of our players are playing matchmaking. But I can say from my experience in creating content with you guys on this channel and looking through the comments that you guys give such amazing support and feedback. I really do appreciate it. It's a lot of fun going through the comments and starting this conversation with you guys. It seems like most of us aren't in it for the PvP. Most of us aren't playing for the PvP. Now, there is a group of people who are playing it for the PvP, and it's very clear because sometimes they just point out, hey, shut up with all your money-making methods, just go play Showdown. Which is, you know, can be true, but I'm just not very good at it. The game, most of us, it feels like are playing for the immersion of the game. And Rockstar jumping in here, the first thing they update is a game mode Battle Royale. it just doesn't feel like Red Dead Redemption 2 is built for a battle royale. It feels more like, not that it can't have that, of course you can put that on there, but it feels like it's built more for, you know, like the heists and the random daily challenges that they announced that are going to be coming to the game, in an open world experience that's evolving and changing around you. It feels like it should go down that path, and it just feels like maybe Rockstar took a different step to start out with, because everybody else is doing it, so we should do it too. That's my 2 cents on it. I want to know, how do you guys feel about the current update? I don't want to end on a bad note. I would love your guys' comments below. I want to end on the good note of really pleased to have Rockstar opening a communication with us and let us know, hey, we hear you guys. Griefing is a problem. We hear you. We're going to make some changes coming very soon. And they specifically told us what those changes were, with the proximity-based player blips, which I think is amazing, parlay changes, and law and bounty upgrades. Look, I love that from Rockstar. Thank you guys so much. I'm in it for the ride, guys. I'm in it for the ride. We're obviously sticking around Red Dead 2 and Red Dead Online. That's what this channel is about, and that's what this community is about. We're in the ride. That's just my 2 cents on the subject. Would love to see what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Appreciate the amazing support, guys. And we kind of started pushing towards getting more involved in the comments and having conversations with you guys in, you know, the last few weeks. And it's been really fun. It's been really fun. I've run a couple YouTube channels before, and this is the first time where I feel like we have a community that's having a conversation, and it's just really fun. Really appreciate it. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Daily Red Dead Online content. Appreciate you. Take care, and I hope to see you in the future video.